Very warm good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all in digital class of biology. As we all know that we have started our chapter biomolecules, so today I'll proceed with the same. But before that, I would like to motivate you all with the beautiful sayings of Lord Krishna. He says that why do you worry unnecessarily? Okay, whom do you fear? Who can kill you? The soul is neither born nor dies. Okay, so students, you fear about what things? Okay, nobody can kill you, nobody can make you feel inferior without your permission. Just keep doing your karma with full devotion and keep trusting on him. Okay, so with this beautiful thought I would like to start with my today's topic. Yesterday I have told you that biomolecules means molecules which are present in living organisms. Okay, so in this chapter we will study about those molecules only. Okay, after that I have told you that your biomolecule are of two type, that is micromolecule and macromolecule. Okay, macromolecule are those which are large in their size and their weight is above 10,000 dalton. Okay, except your lipid. Okay, lipid has been considered as macromolecule on the basis of its insolubility and not on the basis of its weight. Clear? So today we will study about carbohydrates. As you can see in this picture, okay, various carbohydrates are there. Okay, these are your food, we can say, and these contain carbohydrate. Okay, whenever we take these as our diet, okay, indirectly we are taking carbohydrate. So students, the term carbohydrates is derived from the French term, okay, that is hydrate de carbone. Okay, that is, it is a hydrate of carbon, or I can say CnH2O, okay, whole N. Carbohydrates are defined as organic substances having carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, wherein hydrogen and oxygen are in the ratio of 2:1, as we can found in water. Clear? If I talk about its function, it is most abundant source of your energy, okay, and the precursor for many organic compounds such as fats, amino acid. Okay, it is also present as a glycoprotein and glycolipid in the cells, and it function as the growth of the cell and in fertilization. It is also present in various structural components such as in the cell wall of your plant in the form of your cellulose, okay, or in the exoskeleton of some insect, okay, and also in the cell wall of some microorganism. It is a storage form of energy, and in case of animal it is stored in the form of glycogen, whereas in case of your plant it is stored in the form of starch. Further, your carbohydrates are of three types, that is monosaccharide, oligosaccharide, and polysaccharide. Okay, monosaccharides are the basic unit of your carbohydrate, okay, and cannot be hydrolyzed into smaller units, okay, such as your glucose. Okay, it is formed of only one unit, okay, so I can't break it down. Okay, whereas your oligosaccharide, they can be hydrolyzed, okay, because further it is of three type, that is disaccharide, trisaccharide, and tetrasaccharide. What are these di, tri, and tetra? These are those molecules which consist of two molecules of glucose, such as disaccharide. Okay, then in case of trisaccharide there are three molecules of glucose, and then in case of your tetra there are four molecules of glucose. Clear? So in that way, whereas in case of your polysaccharide, okay, these are non-soluble in water, okay, and they are tasteless. Remember, uh, carbohydrates are not always sweet. Okay, polysaccharide, they are tasteless. Okay, they do not have any taste. Okay, and they are made up of many monosaccharide, okay, long chain of your monosaccharide such as starch and cellulose. Clear? Further, the thing which you need to remember in this chapter is that the example of these monosaccharide, disaccharide, oligosaccharide, and polysaccharide. Okay, so your example of monosaccharides are glucose, fructose, and galactose. Okay, these are made up of only one monomer. Disaccharide, sucrose, lactose, and maltose. These are formed of two type of monosaccharide. Okay, for example, your sucrose is made up of your glucose and fructose. Okay, your maltose is formed of 2 glucose. Okay, so various these molecules, they will combine together to form disaccharide. Then in case of your oligosaccharide, example are raffinose and stachyose. In case of your polysaccharide, examples are starch, which is a reserve food material in your plants, glycogen, which is a reserve food material in your animal, and cellulose, it is the component of the cell wall of your plant cell. Okay students, so here I will tell you about monosaccharide. I have told you that these are simple sugar. Okay, means made up of only one sugar. Okay, so this is your glucose, it is a straight chain and it is a ring structure of your monosaccharide. Clear? About disaccharide, I have told you examples are maltose, lactose and sucrose. Okay, your maltose is formed of 2 glucose molecule with the help of one bond that is known as glycosidic bond. Okay, suppose it is your glucose, it is your glucose, both the glucose are joined with the help of glycosidic bond and they are forming disaccharide. Okay, second is your lactose, it is formed of your glucose and galactose. Okay, and it is present in your milk, also known as milk sugar, whereas maltose is known as malt sugar. Now if I'll talk about sucrose, it is known as cane sugar. Why? Because it is present in your sugar cane and sugar beet. Okay, it is the most abundant naturally occurring sugar and it is important dietary source of carbohydrate. Okay, and it is made up of your glucose and fructose. Students, you need to remember, okay, that maltose is formed of 2 glucose molecule, okay, and known as malt sugar. Lactose is formed of glucose and galactose and known as milk sugar. Why? Because it is present in your milk. Whereas sucrose is formed of your glucose and fructose and known as cane sugar. Why? Because it is present in your sugar cane and sugar beet. Okay, see, we can see in this slide also that how your sucrose is formed. Okay, one molecule of glucose and another molecule of fructose, they combine together. Okay, and they undergo hydrolysis and they form a glycosidic bond. Okay, this is your glycosidic bond. Okay, next example is your lactose. How your lactose is formed? Lactose is formed by the combination of your glucose and galactose. Okay, understood? They also joined with the help of your glycosidic bond. Next is your oligosaccharide. Student, these are those saccharides which are formed of 2 to 9 monosaccharide. Okay, and if it is more than 9 monosaccharide, then it is known as polysaccharide. Okay, it can be your disaccharide, tri and tetra. Okay, all these sugar will come under your oligosaccharide only. Understood? For your competitive point of view, the smallest and the commonest oligosaccharides are disaccharide. Okay, it is a name given to a group of those sugar which are more than 2 to 9 in their number. Okay, next is students your polysaccharide. Okay, these are also known as glycans. Okay, and they are formed of more than 10 units of monosaccharide held together with your glycosidic bond. Okay, further they can be of two type, that is homoglycans and heteroglycans. Okay, homoglycans means when monosaccharides are of same type. For example, in case of your starch, all the glucose molecule, they will combine together. Okay, understood? For example, your fructose, okay, it is made up of your fructose, galactose made up of your galactose. Whereas in case of your heteroglycan, hetero means made up of different monosaccharide. Okay, for example, your hyaluronic acid, agar, chitin and peptidoglycan. It is important for your competitive point of view that give the example of your heteroglycans or heteropolysaccharide and homoglycans or homopolysaccharide. Clear? So I hope so that you have understood. Homo means when polysaccharide is made up of same type of molecule. Clear? Whereas heteroglycans made up of different type of monosaccharide. For example, your glucose is there, then fructose is there, and then galactose is there. Okay, that is your heteroglycans. Whereas homoglycans, only glucose molecules are there in your polysaccharide. Clear? So if I tell you about the function of your polysaccharide, okay, there are different type of polysaccharide, okay. Starch, glycogen and inulin, these are your storage polysaccharide, okay. They will store the food. For example, starch, okay, it is a reserve food material in your plants, whereas glycogen, it is a reserve food material in your animals. Clear? Understood? And inulin, okay, what is this? It is a readily metabolized in human body, and it is readily filtered through the kidney, okay, and hence it is used in your GFR. Okay, don't get confused between insulin and inulin. Inulin is your carbohydrate, whereas insulin is your protein. And second type of your polysaccharide are structural polysaccharide, okay. They will form the structure of an organism. For example, cellulose, okay, cellulose will form your plant cell, whereas chitin will form the exoskeleton of your insects, okay, very important. And your chitin is the example of your heteroglycan or heteropolysaccharide. Clear? So with this I finished, okay, one of the biomolecule, okay, that is present in our body, that is carbohydrate. I hope so that you have got an idea, okay. Now please complete your work and send it to me on time, and for any query please to call me. Thank you and have a very nice day.